Hi everybody, this is Jeremy Railton. I wanted to give you a quick run through on how to get started with the Virtual Business Simulator. So let's assume you've already done the pre-test. You're going to come in here and do your first lesson, which is recruiting, resumes, and hiring. Let's assume you can also figure out how to do the reading quiz and the math quiz, which are fairly simple to do. What you want to remember to do is each one of these lessons is going to have 3 parts: reading quiz, math quiz, and then a simulation part. So you don't want to forget the sim part. So after you do the quizzes, it gives you the Run Sim link. You can click that and it brings up the window that allows you to do the actual sim. So the trick here is this is very simple. You just follow the instructions very carefully that are listed on the left side of the screen here. So you read through and do exactly what it tells you to do, and you'll have no problems at all. So, for instance, I'll just walk through a couple of these. What it wants me to do is go to Actions and Recruit Employees. I'm going to do that. It's going to ask me to create a job posting for a frame welder. So I create that job posting. Now I've done it. I'm going to go to Actions and Hire Employees. It asks me how many total applicants I got. I can look up here and say that number is 26. So I check that and go to the next part. So like I said, relatively simple. You just answer the questions and move right along with it. You just have to be careful to do exactly what it asks you to do in the instructions. So as long as you're doing exactly what it asks you to do, I don't assume you'll have any problems with that part at all. Okay, I skipped through the questions, assuming you can just get through those. Now we're going to be on the final step here. So after you've answered the questions, it's going to give you an actual sim activity to perform. For this one, we're going to hire 2 experienced welders, and we're going to increase our weekly output to 225 bikes per week. So first task is to I'm going to recruit frame welders. I'm going to post on both Craigslist and Munster.com. And then I'm going to move into the hiring phase. I'm going to bump up my experience to about 6 months. I'm going to reduce the salary a little bit to just sort of narrow my people down. And now I look through applications to find qualified people. This person doesn't list any references. They have some spelling errors. I'm going to move on from there. This person looks pretty good. As far as spelling, the references check out. So I'm going to offer this person a job. And they have a salary requirement of $17.98 an hour. I'll do a little bit better than that, so they're happy long term. So that's one. Now we need to find one additional person to hire. So this person looks good. Nope, spelling error. Next. Spelling looks fine. They didn't take direction very well. I may look on to the next person. Okay, the spelling seems to check out. The references check out. This person looks pretty good. Make them an offer of $26 an hour. Okay, they accept. I've hired my 2 frame welders. Now what I'm going to do is start the actual sim. So I start it by clicking on Start, and you can see the people moving. Things are going to go pretty slowly at first, but hopefully production will ramp up as the workers get better and we get more materials in. You can also see that it could take quite a while to get through an entire week as the timer is moving relatively slowly. I can boost that speed by taking the slider and bringing it up to 50 times normal, or even 100 times will go the fastest. To check my progress, I click on the Working on Goal link down here. It will show you that I answered the questions correctly. Now we're trying to work on the sim goal of 225 bikes a week, and it'll show me my progress as people continue production. So what I need to do is just kind of sit tight, wait for the sim to run a few weeks. So I'm going to check back in with you as soon as we can get that production up a little bit. It might take a few weeks for it to move up. If it goes by about 10 weeks or so and you haven't hit the 225 mark, you might need to reset the lesson by going up to File and Restart Lesson, and then try again. Maybe you didn't hire the right people, or maybe something just went haywire. So it really shouldn't take more than just a few minutes to hit that goal. So I'm going to check back with you in just a minute. Okay, so as you can see here, I met the goal of 225 units a week. It gives me the message that my goal is complete and I have fulfilled the requirements for the assignment. So at that point I can review the sim to see what I've done, or I can just close out. It'll take me back to the main screen and you'll be able to see that your score for the reading quiz, your score for the math quiz, and your sim grade. If you have those 3 grades in place for each lesson, you're done with that lesson, and then you can move on to the next one. So hopefully that helps. If you find yourself having questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'll do the best I can to help you.